Ciao, welcome to this live build. I've just finished recording it, so quick intro here. This isn't a tutorial or here's how to do a perfect build. It's a bit of a messy vibe coding sesh. We're building a design feedback tool. So yeah, stick around if you want to watch and have a look over my shoulder of how I approach things and how I approach builds. But yeah, stay tuned for some more content like this. This one was a little bit messy, but we're going to get better. Enjoy. All right, ciao. We're going to do some building today. First time I've done a live build, so pretty excited to try it out, show you how I approach builds, and best thing is the thing I'm building is actually going to be another video, so I'm going to use that. So it's quite meta because I'm building something I'm showing myself building, and then it's actually a product that you can use. So what are we building today? Well, I put out this video the other day, which performed pretty well considering my channel size. It's basically about getting design feedback. So we've got an ad there, but essentially what I was showing you to do is how to use Claude to get AI feedback with a specific prompt where you could drop in your screenshot and then get feedback on designs. So the spacing, colors, call to actions, all that good stuff. So why don't we build a tool where you can put in your website or upload screenshots and then you're gonna get some feedback. Yes, it's an AI wrapper. But you know what, AI wrappers have got a pretty good reputation. People used to hate on them. Now we're seeing so many AI wrappers making money. But for this one, we're just gonna put it out there and maybe get some usage. Maybe you'll learn something from the build, and generally we'll just have a good time because we like building stuff over here. So as you can see the prompt here, can you help me plan a project? I always like to use Claude as a home base, and where we're going to put it on my site, Alex Christou, which is a React app, so it's a bit overkill for this blog. But yes, so I did something similar with a kind of screenshot API, which we're going to use. So this is a design prompt generator. So this is to take a website and get a prompt to create a similar website. So if we put in member stack, if I can type memberstack.com, and we've got the white monster here, so we're gonna get cracked. It's gonna be good fun. So what this does is it goes and captures a screenshot, feeds that into OpenAI, and then we get a screenshot back, prompt back. Apparently not here. Apparently we got a bug here. So this is a great start to the video. But this is the reality. This is the reality of putting out free tools and no. Right, let's try that again. Let's see if we've redeployed this. Yes, apparently we have. Let's give it another spin. It's not off to the best of starts before we even get into our actual build here. But yeah, anyway, we're going to use the same screenshot API. So if you want to come in and get feedback for your landing page, you can just drop in your website. We'll take that and then we'll pass that to OpenAI, and there we go. We've got our design style guide here. Looks like the prompt is a bit rusty again. Not the best showcase off the bat. Okay, cool. So we've already got a few elements here. So we're not starting from scratch. And because of that, we're going to use this tool called Repo Mix. I'm going to pull up my GitHub, pull the GitHub repo. And what this is going to do is it's going to export, it's going to pack my whole code base into one file, which then I can give to Claude and basically say, hey Claude, here's my project. I want to do this thing. Can you create a plan for me? Now I've been getting into using Claude for planning. It's been really successful. So I'll kind of show you how I go about doing that. Again, it's not a kind of hard and fast way, but it's been working well. So let's explain what we want to do, and then I can explain to you what we want to build as well. And if it was something a bit more complicated, I might map it out in Figma to understand, but to be honest, it's quite simple what we want to do. I showed a tutorial for like a manual method to get design feedback, and now I'm going to automate that, put it on the website so you can just use it and have some prompts built in. Just makes life a bit easier for you. Okay, so I'd like to make a similar flow to that generate prompt that I just showed you. And what we want to do is when they put in the URL or they upload screenshots, I want to take the screenshot like we currently do and then feed that to screenshot to OpenAI Vision, like we currently do, with a different prompt. The purpose of this is to give design feedback. So again, we're actually using similar tech here, but still good to get a bit of a planning doc. And then we're going to take the prompt that we made in our last video. So let's go to that last video, get design feedback.
The average
pause that advert there. Obviously, when you watch the videos, you shouldn't pause the ads, if you know what I mean. Let's give the prompt here. Can you create a multi-phase plan? Keep it simple. That I can hand my developer. Okay, so let's give that a spin. So we've given it the code base, we've asked for what we want, we've given it the prompt, and let's see what we get back. And meanwhile, we can open up Cursor. Cool, so again, it's a pretty simple build. So what I can do is pretty much dive straight in and create a new composer. Claude was down this morning. It's a bit of a nightmare. So I just, I was wanting to do a bit of work this morning, but I couldn't. Also using 3.5 instead of 3.7. It's what I know. People have been saying it's a bit back and forth, which is best within Cursor. I'm using 3.7 here anyway. Okay, cool. So we've got our React app here. Again, like in this video, I'm keeping it quite casual. I'm not kind of gonna try and do too much of a tutorial sort of vibe, because otherwise, you know, we could be here all day, and we don't want to do that. We just want to kick back, build some products. That's what we're here to do. So let's give it a bit of context and then paste in the plan. In fact, why don't I just paste in what I said here? And again, like I said, there's no hard and fast way. We just want to make sure that it's got context. Please stick to this plan. And you know what? Let's try and make it look a bit nicer. Like we've got this one. It looks, you know, it looks very basic. Rookie mistake. I'm on ask. That is so rookie, isn't it? Agent. Try again. So if you're on ask, then you're gonna just basically be chatting and it's not gonna make any changes. And while we're doing that, we'll get our terminal running. For some reason, been having some weird directory thing there. And I'm also using this API, which I think I saw this guy was on Starter Story, but we don't actually have that many. We've got 50 free screenshots left before we get on the free version, have to pay. So hopefully it doesn't get too much usage. Might have to come up with a little hacker solution there. All right, so it looks like it's tripping out a bit. Which it sometimes does. No, there we go. And sometimes it looks like it's probably trying to storm ahead out of the plan. Yeah. Which, to be honest, like I said, it's not super complicated. What's the root? So let's see what the page is. Didn't mean that. I did not mean that. Okay, so this is actually quite a good example of like just being rookie, of things you can run into if you're a bit of a rookie and not an expert like me. I'm not an expert. So what it's done here is it's created a new app directory, which we really don't want to do. So now we're in a bit of a, you know, and this is why it's not tutorial, because it's not like smooth sailing. I'm not going to pretend that this didn't happen, because it can happen. It can literally be super confusing, because in this source control, it doesn't look like it's changed anything. So now I need to say, hey, you've created a new app directory. And this is why sometimes doing things just within Cursor, I try and steer away from and tell people not to do everything in Cursor, because it can just sometimes trip up on itself. And I'm sure there's ways around that. But by the way, how are we finding this mic a bit different to this? Something that I just find it a bit awkward speaking into a mic like this. Even though I probably can just speak like that. You know, I feel a bit more freeform here. Yes, well done, Cursor. Very smart of you to do that. So what I'm going to do is delete this source. And then we got this here, so design feedback. So if we go to design feedback, we might have something there already. Again, maybe I can't type with the camera on me, you know? Okay, so we got that nice simple UI. Again, lovely stuff. Simple is good, eh? Simple first. Again, it's probably, it's storming ahead and doing the API route, which to be honest isn't too bad, because it knows the kind of way to do it from that original page that we had. So let's let it cook, and then we can see where we're at, and then we can go for a few linter errors, and let's have a look at the route we've got there. Cool, so it's already added a prompt there, and it's going to Get the Vision API. We're using 4.0 here. I just want to make sure that we're using 4.0. For some reason, still the models that OpenAI use, and even Claude, like for some reason these editors just can't seem to wrap their head around them. In the root for design feedback, can we make sure we're using 4.0? Sometimes it says 4.0 isn't a valid model, and I'm just like, come on, that's not why the app is broken. Honestly, that's probably happened about 30-40 times where I've been debugging and it says, oh, I found the issue. You're using 4.0 instead of GPT-4. Right. You know, if you just blindly accept that, suddenly you're running your stuff with GPT-4 and giving OpenAI a lot of money, which you don't want to be doing. Okay, so we got 4.0 now. We've pretty much taken a similar thing, so let's do v.io. Okay, we did actually fix that in the last one. We did fix that in the last one, but for some reason it doesn't want to do that, so we're getting some things in the terminal of what's going on. Okay, let's change that API key. Another API key error, nice. Well, it's got the screenshot, which is good. Let's try that again and see if the root is going to work. See, here we have it. Like, again, this is literally just what I was talking about. And why has it done that? You're using GPT. I spoke that one into existence, didn't I? And again, we're kind of burning through our screenshot allowance here by testing, but it is what it is. There you go, that's working. Okay, so we've got our design feedback. Here's a detailed analysis. Start for free button. So the base is there, and again, you know, this is a live build. I know I'm kind of cheating by taking something that's existing, but to be honest, a lot of development is like that. I know I'm literally taking a similar flow, but a lot of AI no-code dev, or just even normal dev, is taking bits and bobs from different areas and putting it together. So this is kind of working. Do we ship it? No, we're not going to ship it. We're going to do a little bit more here. Okay, so this is cool. First things first, let's give our prompt that we did, which we used a prompt that was based on refactoring UI, which has a few of the key elements. Some of the key things that make a design look good: spacing, font size, colors. Can you change the prompt? You are an expert UI designer. So let's do that. It's just a very simple change. And again, our prompt is here in the root.ts file. And this page, if you're interested, design feedback, is within design feedback folder page, which takes some of the components there. We've got that design feedback form, which is the majority of the actual page itself. And what's nice as well, we've got the steps here. So even though I'm not writing or understanding each line of this code, I can understand how the pieces fit together, which is more than enough to ship products. Is this the best code? Is it the cleanest code? Is it the most efficient code? No, definitely not. But it works, as you can see. So this looks a bit bad. Can we format the markdown, please? So it has some styling. Okay, so now we want to improve this. Yeah, like I said, so we did it on the last one. So let's get it here. It's being displayed as plain text. And you can see as well that our kind of phase plan didn't really come in. And everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face, right? All right. We had a bit of back and forth there in Cursor, getting this styled and looking a little bit nicer. What I think it was having trouble with is formatting that. So basically, we had to make a little adjustment to the prompt so what it gets back from OpenAI fits with the way we want to style it. What else do we want to do? What else do we want to do here? Yeah, we could, try to make it look a little bit more like a SaaS vibe. What I would like to do is allow the ability to upload existing screenshots directly. So what have we got here? We got hierarchy, contrast, white space. Because again, I think a lot of people want feedback not just on like the top section of their homepage. Hey there. Cool. So we've got our design feedback page. We can paste in a URL, which is nice. We get back the screenshot, which is good. But I'd like to allow users to upload their own images So a place where I can either paste in an image or drag and drop an image in. So can we do this on the design feedback page, please? Think through step by step. And yeah, good luck. Have fun. Pure vibe codes, pure vibe. So yeah, we did have to do a little bit of stuff to get for the pipeline from getting that image from the API to uploading that to OpenAI. So might need to do a bit of that here as well, but let's see what we need to do. So we need to handle image uploads. It's going to install this. So let's run that. I love the terminal stuff. I think Windsurf was the first to add that in, then Cursor followed up pretty quick after. Makes life so much easier, honestly. These apps have come a long way. I wonder where they'll be in another six or 12 months. Well, yo, man, my levels are a bit messed up, I think. Anyway. Where are we? Okay, cool. So we got the new upload endpoint. We can toggle between either. It'd be cool to have them both, but that's fine for now. So let's try and upload a little screenshot. So let's upload a screenshot of our homepage. Upload error. Okay, brilliant. What we got then? So what we're going to do first off, we're going to punch this error in. Okay, so we don't actually have the file structure for that yet. And I don't know where they'd be stored. All part of the fun of these builds. Let's give it another spin here. Upload image. Okay, cool. The image has been uploaded, but we've got this here. And maybe it's trying to pass it to OpenAI too quick. I'm gonna ask it to think it through step by step. Yeah, so we need to actually store it somewhere. So I think we might need to connect this with Supabase or in a CDN. Because when we do it with screenshot one, we get an accessible URL that we can just chuck over to OpenAI Vision. So now we actually need to upload the image somewhere. It's a little bit of a pain, but we move. Or maybe like Cloudflare. Okay, so we're gonna try and hook this up to Bunny CDN. All right, so now we're gonna drop in some of the docs from Bunny CDN so that we can actually do this properly, because I don't know where I got the docs from before. Okay, I don't know if we've got a design. No, we haven't got a design. Let's create a file where these will live. Design feedback. Okay, so let's see if this works. I'm not super hopeful, but I'm also getting this error. Cool, let's fix this. Gives a good little, gives a good window into a live build though, I think. Okay, let's try that again and see if we can get that uploaded. No, we have not. So let's paste in our upload file to Claude and see where we're at. Okay, looks like we're along the right lines there, but let's uploading image, analyzing design. Okay, looks like we've got our file uploaded there, which is nice. That is a good step in the right direction. Analyzing design, let's see if we're gonna get the OpenAI, it's loaded. And there we have it. Looks like we've got things working. We've got our screenshot uploaded. We've got the feedback here. Yo, I'm Alex is prominent. And you know what? This design needs a lot of work. So yes. Cool. So we've got the URL and image there, which is nice. That's working. The upload's working. Little empty state here and there, but that's not the end of the world for now. And what's cool as well is that it means that I can upload screens like this as well that don't have a URL. And then let's see if I can paste that in. Oh, it would be cool to be able to paste it in. So quick change. Nice one. Allow Command V to see. Sometimes you've got to switch up the language a little bit, you know. Gracias. You know, I hate it when forms don't allow you to just paste in an image. You know, I have to go to Figma, paste in the screenshot, export it. I mean, come on. What year is this? I'm sure there's probably a better way. I was with my mate the other day and he saw me do a quick image conversion in Finder. And he was like, what the hell? How did you do that? Nice little error here that hopefully it will fix up. But that's all part of the game. I made a video yesterday about vibe debugging, because unfortunately there is just a lot of this, which isn't very fun. It's not very glamorous. Got a smart comment on there from someone who said that yes, understanding and fixing the code that you wrote is revolutionary. Which, yeah, perhaps it is. Perhaps he was being serious as well, and that the vibe debugging is a game changer. But anyway, here we are. It's working. So let's try and paste in an image, and then we have it uploading image, and just like that, that's a great example of why Cursor is so good. No engineering tickets needed there. No sprint planning. No week of work to get paste working in. That image is a bit big there, isn't it? And we've got a bit of questionable formatting here again, and I think that's because we're maybe getting some different formats back from OpenAI and maybe not handling it always correctly. And as well, you know what, in true vibe coding, oh, what's going on here? True vibe coding would say, can you make the preview image a bit smaller? And I'll just paste a little screenshot there and show what it means. Let's have a look at this terminal issue. While that is working, this might be the styling thing we've run into. Explain this. We have got these uploaded, so I don't know why Bunny is throwing an error there. But let's go back over and see if that is looking better. Cool, thanks. I'm still seeing some funky formatting. In fact, so I've been wrestling with this formatting stuff, and here's a nice little debugging example. I'm going to basically say, can you explain to me what's going on? And then I can punch that into Claude and hopefully get a better angle at it. And sometimes just by Cursor explaining what's happening helps with the debugging. And I think honestly think watching this video back will probably be quite satisfying if you're watching yourself, because it cuts out all the slow parts of waiting for Cursor to do the heavy lifting, and you can just see the actual building part. And there's something satisfying about people building or creating something, whether it's a cheeseburger at McDonald's or, you know, woodworking. Maybe this isn't quite as romantic as woodworking, but there's something here and it's just quite satisfying to watch something come together slowly. Yeah, definitely can't compare this to a woodworking masterpiece, but we'll get there, Okay, sweet. So it's made a few changes to that. Let's see if it's worked. So we'll upload. You know, this is quite annoying here. I actually don't like this toggle. So I'm going to change that as well. So can you make it so it doesn't toggle between, and I can just do either or, because I shouldn't have to click here. I mean, it does look a bit cleaner, but cool. So there we have it. There's our modified form, so you can just do whatever here. So let's punch that in, upload, and hopefully we get that clean text back. But honestly, with so many apps I've built, working with Markdown and stuff is super annoying. I don't know why. Maybe there's maybe I'm missing something. It's not very nice, is it? But it'll do. Cool. Screenshot, design feedback. Yep, there we go. That looks nice. For some reason I'm not getting this one back. Weird. But other than that, looking pretty sweet. We can copy that to clipboard, hierarchy, layout and spacing, typography, sweet. Let me check the prompt in the design feedback API. Cool. I think this is quite nice. Nice simple tool. Again, could look better. And I think, you know what, the only way to probably finish off this video is if we run this through our own tool and then implement some of the changes there, right? So that would be cool. And I don't know, I just sat back there. I don't know if I was in frame, but whatever. 36 minutes, it has been taking a sweet bit of time this, hasn't it? Good job it's not a live stream, because that'd be a bit boring to watch. But maybe we could try that, who knows? Cool, so let's do as we said and then actually test out our new tool. Uploading that, it's going to go to OpenAI, we're going to run it through the prompt, then we're going to get back our feedback, and then how should we do it? We'll see what we get. This is true dog fooding right here, live on air. Here's a detailed analysis. Important main action, analyze website. It is emphasized well, I agree. The instructions for the URL field. There's a good amount of white space. I agree. Spacing inconsistencies. Typography. I feel like it's a very functional site. And again, I haven't got most impactful changes yet, which is annoying. So let's paste this into Claude. I know this is cheating a bit. Oh my God, it's done it again. It's just so crazy. I really need to add this to cursor rules. Blimey. Honestly, you can't make it up. You cannot make it up. This haunts me. It really does haunt me. Whoa! As I said, it haunts me. All right, so we put that into Claude. Let's make some changes to it. But let's actually see if that quick change worked there. Still not, but we move. Should have some logs, to be fair. So let's paste in these logs that it just did. All right, that's a powerful later thing. So anyway, let's take the things that we got now and then pass them in. Hey, here's some design feedback. Please apply changes step by step. Paste that in and we'll paste a screenshot. Let's see what it does. To be honest, for now, I think this is fine. Okay, it's pretty similar. Few tweaks, bit of spacing, font hierarchy, analyze website, upload or paste image. I feel like the CTA should be at the bottom, but I guess that's completely fine. Wait, what? What just happened? I think this is completely fine and clean. Did I reject that? I don't know, but they're both fine. This would probably be better if you've actually got a bit more of a UI and stuff. So I'm kind of going around in circles here. We've built something, it works, let's ship it. We need to update some stuff in our production, but other than that, let's give this a little npm run build. And we've got a working design feedback tool. You can paste in, you can drop in your URL. Yes, we need to use our design feedback on our own tool and polish it up a little bit. And it also looks like it's created another components folder, which is super annoying. So let me clean that stuff up. Other than that, give it a spin, test it out. Link is in the bio, and stay tuned for the next live build. I know it hasn't got super smooth, but that's part of it. And you know, I'm still learning. Every new project is new learning, new tech. And yeah, I'll share my learnings with you guys. And until then, all the best.